Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Welcome to your summer. It is time for the Euros, and we are kicking off today, as is the custom, with the home nation. It's Germany, and it's Germany against Scotland. Really been looking forward to this. It's going to take us all the way through the first part of the summer. It's June the 14th. The tournament is going to finish on July the 14th. And I'm going to be here for most of it, I would say. Watch along, ahoy. So do get involved, hit the like button, get your comments going if you haven't already, hit subscribe. And yeah, let's enjoy this for the next 4 weeks. Kev, welcome to you. Ewan, welcome to you. Russell, see you on Monday in Italy, mate. Yeah. Luke, welcome to you, fella. Welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome everybody viewing live. Welcome everybody on TikTok. So, Euro 2024, England apparently are the favourites. We'll get to them on Sunday night as Scotland up first. They are indeed in Group A. And if I were to click the correct buttons, you'll be able to see who else is with Scotland in Group A. If we go to the other screen, there you go. So Scotland, obviously, they're playing Germany today. Hungary and Switzerland are the other teams. Hungary seem to be the dark horse, if that's not too much of a mega tournament cliche. Switzerland always seem to get it right in terms of getting through the groups, don't they? So do keep an eye on them. Archibald FC, apparently his mum knows Shaylee, so big hi to him in the chat there. Dave, welcome to you. Long shuffle, no comment on that. We'll read some comments properly in a little bit. Keep them coming. We'll read some ones off TikTok as well up there as well. Liam, welcome to you too. You can see next to Liam's name, channel member. More of that later on. Before we get into the team news, do me a giant big favour. Let's get ourselves a very early like spike. Let me just have a look on the other screen where it will tell me 12 likes. Right, we've got to get that moving, haven't we? We are going to hit the button for a like spike. I need everybody to hit like at the same time. Okay, you've got 20 seconds. Let's get that number up before we look at the teams. It's time for the first Euro 2024 like spike. Right, thank you everybody. First like spike of the tournament. How did that one do? Have we gone up? Yes, we've nearly doubled. We'll get this moving. Don't you worry about that. Some more hellos in the chat. Peter, David, welcome. Who else have we got? Charlie, Hamza. Good old crew here. Robert as well. We'll read some comments in a bit. We're just saying hellos. For now, are they showing the opening ceremony at all? I'm not seeing it on this ITV coverage over there. Right, we're going to get into team news in just a jiffy. We'll work together on this because obviously my area of expertise is the championship. So you'll have to help me with your player to watch when we go through these teams, which I think is about time we'll do right now. Richard, welcome to you in the chat. One of the Blue Monday Telegrammers, if I'm remembering the name correctly there. Right, let's get into the lineups for the opening game here. It's Germany versus Scotland. Hit me up in the comments with your player to watch. By the way, you've got a poll as well in the live chat. When are we getting the first goal? Get voting in that as well and pick the chunk of the game you think the first goal is going to go in. Right, we got to get to team news. Time for the lineups. Right, let's get into this then. There's still some familiar names. Obviously, look, most of the Scotland team is going to be very familiar to most of our viewers. For the Germans, there's still some holdouts from a really, really good sort of generation ago that won the World Cup. Was that really 10 years ago? It was indeed 10 years ago, wasn't it? 2014. My God. And one of those is playing in goal. Manuel Neuer of Bayern Munich is 38 years old, the German keeper. What a career, what a player that guy has been for Bayern Munich and Germany. Left back is Maximilian Mittelstadt. We'll get into pronunciation as we go. I'll try my best. Of Stuttgart. Jonathan Tah of Leverkusen, who were the sort of surprise champions, weren't they, in the Bundesliga with Xabi Alonso. Nearly going unbeaten for the entire season, didn't he? Tony Rudiger, formerly of Chelsea, now of Real Madrid. And Joshua Kimmich, another one of those big familiar names in that Germany team. Let us know in the chat who your players to watch. I'm sure a lot of you are going to say Tony Kroos, who joins Manuel Neuer as one of that great World Cups. I think he's just finished up at Real Madrid, 34 years old. Now, Kroos partnered with Robert Andrich, who is another Bayer Leverkusen player. There is Sir Alex Ferguson and Jose Mourinho sat next to one another. Absolutely tremendous. Dripping in medals, those two blokes. Brilliant stuff. Front left for the Germans, another Leverkusen player, Florian Wirtz. Will be very familiar with Ilkay Gundogan, who played in the Premier League, obviously, for a good wee while for Manchester City, didn't he? And Jamal Musiala, one of the new generation, 21, Bayern Munich winger. Kai Havertz, we know all about him, Premier League player for a good few years now. Havertz at Arsenal, formerly, of course, of Chelsea. Let's get into some comments and see some... anybody got any players to watch in there? Tom, what's out for Mittelstadt? Cracking season. Did Stuttgart finish second? Where did Bayern Munich finish then? Were they sort of miles and miles away from it? Stuttgart had a fantastic season. Nice, nice. Right, let's have a look at the Scotland 11. Third, Liam, I think, yeah, is where Bayern Munich would have indeed finished. We know all about the Scotland 11, don't we? Especially covering the EFL Championship. There is Angus Gunn, a playoff semi-finalist with Norwich City in goal. Back three, Jack Hendry of Al Ettifaq, which I'm guessing is out there in Saudi. Interesting career after Celtic. Oostende, Bruges in Belgium, Cremonese, I'm assuming that's a loan. And now out in Saudi is Jack Hendry. Ryan Porteous, I've also seen in the flesh this season and pretty recently, a Watford centre-back. And Kieran Tierney of Real Sociedad. He was at Arsenal, wasn't he? There was this time where Scotland seemed to have two really good left backs. We'll speak about who the other one was in just a second, and it was how you fit them into the team. Tierney playing centre back, which means Andy Robertson, the star player for the Scots, Champions League winner and Premier League winner with Liverpool, plays at left wing back. with Anthony Ralston playing right wing back. Either side of Scott McTominay of Man United and Callum McGregor, another Celtic face in that starting 11. Plenty of them. Get your comments on this. I can see plenty coming in. Great stuff. On this Scottish 11 and in particular your players to watch. If you've been watching the Championship, you'll know about these forward players. John McGinn was there with Aston Villa. Brilliant step up from him to the Premier League. And as Sam Parkin always points out on the Championship Check-In podcast, a former teammate of Sam's, and I can't remember who it was for, in St Mirren in Scotland. There you go. Che Adams, who we thought wasn't going to hang about so much at Southampton, but he did. Ended the season. He didn't play in the playoff final, but is now officially a Premier League player once again with the Saints. And there is Ryan Christie of Bournemouth, who, if I'm remembering correctly, did he get loaned in during the promotion season at Bournemouth, or did he sign permanently? I can't quite remember. It looks like he signed permanently. Or did he join maybe in the... He plays 9 games for Celtic at the start of that season. Let me know your ones to watch there. What do we got here? Alan McGinniester. I'll give him that one. Well done, Alan. And McTominay to score for Scotland. Hold your predictions. We do predictions in just a jiffy. Liam. Well, he's given us the one not to watch, Liam. Ralston is the weak link. Celtic fans don't rate him. Richard. Eye on McGinn. McTominay scoring the majority of goals isn't sustainable. No, you need a striker scoring in the tournament for your tight games, even if it's just 2 or 3 throughout the tournament. You're not going to get all the goals from midfield. Someone will now come in the chat and tell me when a midfielder was this. I said Platini was, but he was never really a midfielder, was he? He was top scorer for France in, what was it, 84? France won the Euros? I can't remember. One to watch, Math, Defo, John McGinn. Couple of calls for him. I fancy Scotland tonight, Hamza. Am I crazy? Absolutely not. Those are your lineups. Let's have a little look at the benches. Julian Nagelsmann is the German manager. And on the bench, Ter Stegen, Baumann, Heinrichs, Ram, Schlotterbeck, Koch, who remember from Leeds, don't we? Anton, Chan, Gross, the great Thomas Müller, Furich, Undav, Sane, Beer, Füllkrug. We're testing my pronunciation skills on day one here. It's a bit of an easy one, Germany, isn't it? Wait till we get to Slovenia and Slovakia. They're always fun, aren't they? For the Scots, Steve Clarke, obviously the manager. On the bench, Kelly, Clark, Hanley, Taylor, Cooper, McCrory, some proper Championship names here. Love it. McKenna, Gilmore, McLean, Jack. How many Norwich players are there in here? Armstrong. Didn't know he was fit towards the end of the season for Southampton, didn't he? Forrest, Shankland, Morgan, and Tommy Conway. Some real classic Championship faces in there. You love to see it. David, I'd love to see Scotland win tonight. I think we are getting some opening ceremony stuff. Are these just dancers, or are these guys going to sing to us? Looks like they've got some kind of covering over the pitch, and we're getting a lovely, colourful dance number here in the Bayern Munich stadium. Palovic of Bayern had to withdraw due to tonsillitis. Tonsillitis would keep him out for the whole tournament, would it? But there you go. Right, that is the lineups done. And for the first time this tournament, I'm going to plug the old Beer 52, which is right behind me there. You can see my lovely stash of Beer 52. You can get yourself one of those lovely boxes there for free. You get 8 cans. You can either have dark beer, or you can have the craft stuff, which I've got over there. You get some bar snacks, nice magazine, very good Father's Day present. The box is free, but you do have to pay £5.95 to cover the postage. But then you don't have to subscribe, you just get that one box. Lots of people on the channel have done it already. And I know some very big football podcasts are also carrying the Beer 52 sponsorship at the moment. So use our code. What is that code, Ben? I hear you ask. It is www.beer5252.com/bloom. That is www.beer52.com/bloom. Let's get back into the comments, and then we are going to head to the fridge, I think. Welcome, Nigel. We'll get to predictions in a minute. Defo wanted a longer holiday. What, from football? Oh, no. You can't beat it, can you? Aaron, welcome to you, Squire. Hamza, 12 beers thanks to the Beer 52. Tremendous stuff. Please drink responsibly, but you've got some catching up to do. We've got to go straight to a super chat. First one of the tournament. Richard, you absolute legend. Ben, how do you feel about Scotland's formation? Not one we'll see all too often. Well, I was expecting it to be more 4-5-1-ish, but it does look like stocking it up. And let's be honest, you know, with these formations, Richard, don't you? When you're a big underdog like Scotland are going to be, it's pretty much, can you get 10 behind the ball and leave one forward when you're defending, and then can you get McGinn and Christie up to support Che Adams? I think Gary Lineker did make a really good point on his podcast with Alan Shearer the other day, that I do think, and I'm guilty of it, saying international football is all about pragmatism, it's all about defence. Defences win tournaments. Lineker said that's changed a little bit, and I do agree with him. I think gone through so many tournaments where you knew the team that kept the most clean sheets, that was the big focus, and they were always the one that ended up winning the tournament through the 90s and sort of noughties. Even that great Brazilian 2002 team went to two holding midfielders. Easy to do when you've got Ronaldo, Rivaldo and Ronaldinho up front. But Richard, legend mate, the first super chatter of hopefully many during the tournament. World's smallest violin. It's a tough time for us YouTubers in between league seasons, let's just say. And people like Richard there helping us out is really, really big. Steph, bit concerned about Che Adams' form. That's probably a fair comment, isn't it? Hasn't been a regular for Southampton. Now he's got to turn up in Germany against the Germans. Right, you lot, are you ready for predictions time? I think you probably might be. Shall I give you the poll results first before we get your predictions? I'm going to see if I can influence you here. This was the poll that went out on the community page of the channel today. 1,400 votes, brilliant support as ever. 76% think Germany are going to win tonight. 14% are backing the Scotland win, with the draw at 10%. So the big headline there, Germany seen by the subscribers and the voters in our poll on the Benjamin Bloom football channel. 76% of voters. It's going to be a year of voting, isn't it? But let's not get into the politics. 76% of voters think the Germans are going to win. Hi to Jade up in TikTok up there. If you want to watch via TikTok, you can as well. You get a bit more on YouTube, but we appreciate everybody watching from all platforms. We are live on Twitter as well. We've had a few people chiming in from Twitter as well. Right, are you ready for predictions then, guys? Let me know your scores for this one. Stick the team names in just to help me out, because we're really not in, well, I suppose we are tonight in home and away territory, but yeah, just makes my life a hell of a lot easier. So give me your score predictions You have got 10 seconds while this stinger plays. Get your predictions in for Germany versus Scotland. Get the team names in. What is the final score of this one going to be as the opening ceremony rolls on? You've got 10 seconds to get your predictions in. Let's go. Right, let's have a look and see if you're with the 76% kind of number as the players line up in the tunnel. Andy Robertson looks very nervous or very focused. I assume he's very focused. He's been there, done it. Right, here we go. Steph, 2-1 German. Less than. Germany 2 up by half time. Is that a prediction? 1-0 Germany, Rebel. There you go, Math. Up to Scotland. He's gone 2-1 to the Tartan Army. 3-0 Germany, Fulham. Ewan, 2-0 Germany. Liam, 3-0 Germany. Jim, 2-1 Germany. It is kind of going with that 76% number. Dave, 1-1. Aaron, 1-1. Jeff, 3-1 Germany. Go on, Hamza. I'm not reading out 7-0, dearie me. Oh, go on, I'll put it up in case it is. Mr. Portaloo, it's not going to be 7-0. Surely not. Christopher, 2-0 to the Germans. TC with the Desmond. David, 2-1 Germany. Same for Gavin. Steph, 3-0. Richard, my Scottish mother, says 2-1 Scotland. I wouldn't dare dash her dreams. 3-1 Charlie. Another Desmond there. Less than. I think we got it all done now, haven't we? Links. 3-2 Germany. And Harrison, 2-1 Germany. Now, I hope I'm getting this right. I believe bringing the trophy out, is that the widow of Franz Beckenbauer? I believe there was a plan for that. Someone's holding up a Beckenbauer scarf. So, a very poignant moment here. Germany's greatest ever player, Franz Beckenbauer, who obviously won the World Cup as a player and as a manager for Germany. A tribute to him. Sadly, no longer with us. There is Jurgen Klinsmann there as well. The great Jurgen Klinsmann, who played with Tottenham in the Premier League twice. Always difficult, these moments for these people with such beloved deceased loved ones. Always remember Sir Bobby Robson's widow having to come out at Ipswich, and difficult for them, let's just say. Right. Throughout the tournament, you guys know the drill. We've already had Richard super chatting in there. If you do want to support the channel, we would love you to do so. The minimum you need to do is interact with us during the show. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Make sure you get in the live comments, and if you haven't, subscribe. You can also donate, which is a really massive help, as I say, during the close season when we haven't got the core work of English club football. And if you really want to be a hero, you can join up to contribute regularly either on YouTube or on Patreon. On YouTube, you just hit the join button, which is down there somewhere. On Patreon, it's patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Pretty much the same perks for either. Although on YouTube, we have, with pre-recorded videos, started setting them now. So if you are a member, you can watch them earlier than normal subscribers. For example, the 1-hour interview with brilliant football finance expert Kieran Maguire that comes out on Sunday at 10 a.m. is already available to members over on the channel. So yeah, we really do appreciate your support. I have a 2-year-old, I have a childminder, and my mortgage goes up 40% next month. So we keep this free as a bird for you, but if you do want to support, that is a massive help. Right, we are just a few minutes from the Euros starting. Let's go into the comments one more time. I wonder if Klopp is there enjoying his retirement. I'm sure he's there, but he'll be back, won't he? He will absolutely be back. Marlon, evening. Been a while. Yeah, we haven't been live since the playoff semi-finals because I was at the final. Wasn't I? Fulham. Am I the only one here who actually saw the Kaiser play? If you saw the Kaiser play, get in the comments. Aaron, you absolute legend. What do I do here? He's super chatted. We're into the Scottish National Anthem, by the way. I bet that sounds amazing in the stadium with all the Tartan Army there. Brilliant. Aaron, superb content, full stop. No need to read out. What do I do? I've got to read out super chats, but thank you so much. I played the piano when Aaron went down the aisle in his wedding. I was there at his most nervous moment of his life. Although, no, the most nervous moment is when they say, does anybody know why this couple should not be married? Speak now or forever hold your peace. But Aaron and Richard as well earlier. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats. Colm, hoping for a Mittelstadt masterclass. Oh, he's captained him in his fantasy teams. Hamza will have no talk of the playoff semi-finals. Thank you very much. I don't know what you mean, Hamza. I do not know what you mean. Thank you, Alan. We are doing amazing on the super chats. Guys, your support is amazing. £5, Alan. Come on, Scotland. Get a result. Here's a fiver for the Bloom coffers. Thank you so much. It's terrifying on YouTube. They give you all these graphs. And as soon as that football season finishes, you just see everything going downwards. So thank you so much. Very kind indeed. Alan, Aaron, and Richard as well with the super chats. Right, the German national anthem, which I'm a big fan of, actually. Great tune, that one. Is currently being sung. Marlon, watch the prediction video. You stick. I've got to stick by the prediction video. Always. I've been called Carlos Puyol up there on TikTok for the 5 millionth time. There you go. Who is my dark horse? Doesn't feel very dark horsey the way the seedings went. You look through the groups and everyone kind of had, right, England, France, Portugal, Germany, Spain. Not necessarily Italy. Italy and Spain are in the same group, but not sure I've got a dark horse anywhere. Maybe like we've got Switzerland and Hungary in this group. Ken, someone will get through, but when we get down to the semi-finals, I'm very much seeing England, France, Portugal, Spain type situation, and it just all being waiting for that sort of moment. So there you go. Have we got time? There we go, Jay. Dark horse, Hungary. Belgium can't be a dark horse, can they, Marlon? They've got too many good players, haven't they? Get your dark horses in the chat. Have we got time for one more? Like Spike, before we get into the game. I suspect we have, where are we on the likes? So I'm just updating on it. 45. We are moving now. We're moving in the right direction. Let's see if we can get up and over 50. I would love everybody to hit that like button. You've got yourself 20 seconds. Everybody press like at the same time, and we should be back for kickoff on the other side of this turbo break on ITV. It's like Spike time. Hit that like button. Spike those likes, indeedio. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support. Helen, welcome to you, my dear. The usual dark horse, Croatia. They're the lightest horse in the world. Normally end up in the semi-finals after winning 7 penalty shootouts, don't they? What a international force Croatia have been, given their population, etc. Denmark for Richard, although he's going with his heart there, just because he got them over in the sweepstake. Let's see how we're doing on the likes. Yeah, we're over 54. Hopefully we can head up towards 100 likes as the stream goes on. The first one I think I've got permission from HQ tomorrow to be back for, is it Spain, Croatia at 5 tomorrow? I think that's going to be our watch along tomorrow. The Blue Monday intros video, that got me that one as well, Aaron. You can gradually see this crystallising. All our intros from Blue Monday in one go of, hang on, what the hell is going on here? Portugal are the dark horses. England, the underachievers. France, the winners. Robin Koch on the bench. I just saw him. Indeed. Euro 2020 was my first ever. You mean Euro 2000, don't you, Hamza? If Suker and Boxic, yeah, very much so. Right. I think we are all good to go, and the tournament is about to kick off. Great excitement. 4 weeks of football. And what the hell are England going to do as well? Thank you all for the support so far. Let's enjoy this. It's Germany versus Scotland. How quickly can we rattle this? Neuer, Kimmich, Rudiger, Tah, Mittelstadt, Kroos, Andrich, Musiala, Gundogan, Wirtz and Havertz for the Germans. Gunn, Hendry, Porteous, Tierney, Robertson, Ralston, McTominay, McGregor, McGinn, Adams and Christie. And we are off. The Euros has begun. I'm going to move my mic across a little bit. I'm going to look over there. Apologies for the angle up on TikTok. Can we get that looking any better? We probably can. There we go. Welcome to the Euros, guys, as Rudiger knocks it to Tony Kroos. Sweepstake already on Kroos. How many touches is he going to have in this game? Can Kroos beat the 100 touches? He's already had about 3, so we've only been playing 30 seconds. Richard, you absolute blooming legend, Richard. He's signed up as a YouTube member. Thank you very much. Now, Richard, you've already got my number. If knocked through the middle, it's going to be a huge early chance. It's saved by the face of Angus Gunn. Did the offside flag go up against Wirtz? It's a long ball over the top by Rudiger. He looks offside, looking at the shadows on the pitch. Nice chest down. And if that wasn't offside, chest down actually, if that wasn't offside, that's a really good save. Bit of a gamble by Ralston there, playing the offside. I thought he looked off. They're showing the replay. If that doesn't hit Angus Gunn in the head, then Wirtz opens the scoring in seconds of the tournament. But no, the offside flag did indeed go up. Richard, send me a text on Telegram and I'll add you to our WhatsApp group. You can join us on the roundtable chats as well. Germany have started really well. Loads of space down the left here. Musiala into the box. And why is Scotland so narrow there? They're playing the 3 at the back and the wing backs, but is the line too high? Something's not right. Started here. Been caught out twice with massive holes behind them. Maybe they need to just go back. I remember Roy Keane saying this. Sometimes you just need to go back 10 metres and just go, right, maybe not 10 metres, 5 metres. Just hold it together. Hold it together. A good start, Germany. Michael, I would totally agree with that. Scotland need to calm this down. There's a home crowd, home stadium, all behind the Germans here. And if they get up early, this could be problematic for the Scots. Doing the right thing here, slowing it down. Throwing down the line. McGinn kind of on his knees tries to head it on. It's a foul by McGinn. Free kick to the Germans, who have started like they mean business, let's just say. Clear foul by McGinn, wasn't it? Eyes on the ball. Shove in the back. Again, Scotland's wing backs just look like they're too far forward, don't they? The Germans have played 3 direct the channels that have all been causing trouble here. Tierney wins it, but it's unconvincing from Scotland so far. And Robertson looked very hyped up. And I don't want to go into Joe Hart, Jordan Pickford mode here. Did he look a bit too hyped up then? You tell me. Calm heads required. Welcome to everybody watching on TikTok up there as well. Rudiger heads that one back home. Neuer, the 38-year-old, bowls it out. Steve Clark needs Lukaku and Odemwingie. He needs the ball first, Hams. This ref looks like Trossard of Arsenal. There we go. Scotland celebrating a goal kick tells me all I need to know. That's been a good start by the Germans, hasn't it? Gundogan, little giveaway. Knocked back by Christie. Goes long into the front. Can't quite hold it up, Adams. Although Robertson, I suppose that's the Scotland dream, isn't it? Get Robertson one-on-one down the left and see what can happen. Richard, scroll up, Richard. There's some nice comments about the last Blue Monday video up that way. I have a feeling about Scotland. What's your feeling? That they're going to get hammered? Or can they pull something out of the fire? Too much running forward towards the goal instead of running backwards. Line far too... Yeah, back three is really narrow as well. So position of the wing backs that's been the problem so far, hasn't it? Long throw in goes in for the Scots. Big header by Rudiger. Wirtz heads it down. Nicely worked out to the left-hand side. Mittelstadt knocked it forward. Wirtz couldn't get on the ball there. Lovely head down by McGinn there. Good hold by Ralston. Little outside of the foot there in field by McTominay. And this is good from Scotland. Strung some passes together. Ooh, that was the right ball as well. Just over here. Little slide rule ball in looking for Christie. Didn't quite pull it off. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, double ouch. Kai Havertz just got, it was completely accidental. He got a knee in the head and a stud in the chest at exactly the same time. Richard, on the beer 52s tonight. Highly recommend. Excellent stuff. Remember. It is beer52.com/bloom, if I can remove that banner there for your free case. Get involved, support the channel, and have some nice adult beverages into the bargain. Germany 0, Scotland 0, 6 gone. Scotland settling after a really good start by the Germans. Oh, that's knocked into Gundogan out the front. Robertson takes it off him. Old school Man City Liverpool battle, that one. A Klopp-Pep battle indeed too. Germany pushing up wing-backs, leaving 3 at the back. Well, yeah. When the game's going in the direction it is, that's where the space is going to be. But you're right, a fair point. Scotland can get up the pitch. There's that 5-4-1 shape I was expecting to see. Big switch of play by Kroos, who we're on the under or over for Kroos to have 100 touches in this game, aren't we? Little knock inside. Stretch from Andrich. And he miscontrols it. Scotland hanging in there, but that's really poor from Ralston, which runs it out of play. Germany take the throw quickly. I was going to say nice kit Germany are wearing. They always have nice kits, don't they? I think one of my all-time favourites is the German 1990 kit. West Germany as it was then. Not that I was a fan of it at the time as they were beating England. Heartbreak. Nice switch out wide. Mittelstadt cross to the back post. Don't need to header that. Andy Robertson. Didn't hear my call. Germany looking good. Let me just get the poll up. Has it all gone a bit blank there? Can you see me? Everything went a bit dark for a second. I got the spinning wheel of doom. I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to touch anything. Try and look at this poll. Yeah, 0 to 24 minutes. 54% went for it. Can you see me all right? Must not touch too many buttons, especially the one that says do not press. It'll slide into the channel. Havertz down the right. Havertz gets it back. Musiala has swapped wings. Andrich. Tar. Kroos. Gundogan. Andrich. All really good from the Germans. They're trying to pull Scotland all together and then just quick passing and play right through the middle of them. Very Pep, who obviously managed in the stadium for Bayern Munich. Nagelsmann, the manager, of course, for Germany, who did exactly the same thing, didn't he? A little knock inside. Oh, it's a great save. It's not a great save. The ball is in the back of the net. Angus Gunn. Oh, he palmed it in off his own post. He should have saved it, I think. And Wirtz has opened the scoring for Germany. We'll take a look at the replays. I'm trying to remember the last watch along we did was the playoff semi-final, and there was some criticism of Angus Gunn, the Scotland goalkeeper, in that game, and I wonder if we're going to get the same today. The first goal of the Euros is in, and are we having an inquest on the poor keeper straight away? Beautiful switch of play by Kroos, wasn't it? In it goes to Wirtz. I think it's his positioning that does him. If we get the wide shot again, he seems to move left, and he's not quite in the middle of the goal when the shot hits there. Oh, no, he should save that, shouldn't he? It's not in the corner, and he's got a good hand on that, Angus Gunn. It's a goalkeeping error for my money. I know it's easy to criticise defending and goalkeepers on any and every goal, but yeah, it's not that hard. He's got his hand behind it. It's not really in the corner, is it? And Wirtz, the Leverkusen winger, who's had a lovely old season, gives the Germans the lead. It's Germany 1, Scotland 0. We'll go to the comments in just a sec. Let's have a look. Oh, what a pass from Kroos. It was a lovely switch, wasn't it? Jay, if you put that comment in before the goal, that's brilliant. 1-0. Oh, crap. As much as I want Scotland, my fantasy team depends on Germany. The poll was correct, Helen. Indeedio, it was. Great ball from Kroos was indeed. Am I okay? I'm lovely. I think we're there. He put the comment up before the goal. Yeah, well done. Jay, first goal of the tournament. Scored by Florian Wirtz of Germany and Bayer Leverkusen. And I think Angus Gunn should probably have saved it, but I feel like I've been a bit critical of him in the last 2 watch-alongs we've done now, so I want to lay off the poor bloke, but yeah. You take my point, don't you? Tar. Rudiger. Definite plan by the Germans to play direct into the channels. Keep doing it, and it keeps working, to be fair. Maybe they knew where Scotland were liable to be on the pitch and what their kind of pressing intentions were going to be. Musiala coming down the left. Mittelstadt. Kroos. So you're going to go for the switch of play again. How many touches are we up for Kroos so far then? On the Kroos 100. Musiala runs into trouble, but he's got it back in the 10. That's a great tackle. I think it was Porteous coming across. Scotland player down, holding his face is Ryan Christie. As we come up 14 minutes in this tournament, it is Germany 1, Scotland 0. I thought it would be closer than this. Yeah, it looked like they'd settled Ashley, hadn't they, Scotland? But yeah, Germany have been much the better side, haven't they? It does look like a bit of a gap in class. With all the caveats of Germany are the home nation in the home stadium and all of that good stuff. We're throwing for Scotland down the right hand side. Porteous throws it back to Hendry. Tierney. Germany just having a break from their pressing and their impressive start, I have to say. Tierney helps it forward. Good hold by Christie. Adams, nice one around the corner. Adams got fouled as well, didn't he? Not given. Looked like he got caught after he turned that around the corner, but not given. Here's Cruz. Tar. Cruz. Back home it goes to Neuer. Back into Rudiger. Are we behind? Let me do a timestamp and we'll see how we're doing with all your coverage. I'm on ITV and I'm on the TV feed. And I don't think, yeah, I'm up with the coverage. We'll do a timestamp in a minute. You can compare notes with me. We shouldn't be too far behind, depending on what ITV's doing. Going to be at 17 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. Let me know where you're at. We will be behind the betting apps on the goal notifications, if that's what you're wondering. Here's Andrick. I'm at 10 seconds off. There you go. That would just be YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, you might not get that delay. Obviously, I can't see what everybody's seeing. It's just happening as it's happening in my reality. Hit pause and get yourself lined up, by the way. If that is an issue. Cruz. They've gone for that direct ball in behind again. Angus Gunn does really well that time. Sprinting off his line and booting that up in the air. Doesn't hold up with Adams though, and Germany win it back. 74% on the possession. Oh, there's another little slide through. Havertz. Oh, Havertz held it up. Musiala, huge chance. It's 2-0 to the Germans. They are all over the Scots. I thought they'd held on to that one for too long, but it was really composed from Havertz, and Musiala slams it into the roof of the net. And this one's all done, isn't it, within 20 minutes. Musiala, the scorer, and it's Germany 2, Scotland 0. Dare I do one of my game overs? I dare not, but Germany have been really good, haven't they? And that's a really nicely taken goal. Look how they overloaded them right through the middle of the pitch. Musiala put it through. Havertz, I thought, had about 8 goes there. He holds it up. Musiala has got so much time, though, hasn't he? Touch, steadies, touch, slam it in to the net. Gun's never saving that. And it is Germany 2, Scotland 0. Men against boys, this one. Men against boys. There we go. I knew I was right to put the 7-0 up when I was going to ignore it. What a goal that is, starting from the through ball. Calm, thumped finish. First goal in the poll was right, yep. Scottish dreams are over. Scotland won't even get a draw in this tournament, will they? Well, hopefully for their sakes, they will. Looks a bit scary, doesn't it, for anyone who's going to have to play Germany in this stadium. They're normally quite good at keeping the home side in the main national stadium. Yeah, apologies if there's any delays on broadcasts. We'll fathom this out over the tournament, whether who's got the biggest delays and whatnot. We can only see what we can see. Oh, I slid through again. Scotland look very weak. Pretty clueless. I think they've got a clue what they're trying to do, Math. They're just nowhere near, are they? Poor Scots in the stadium, and there are many of them. 7-0 could really happen. I sincerely hope not, for the sake of the Scots. Ralston just blasts that into his man, and we are up midway through the first half now, coming into the 22nd minute. Don't really know. The camera's on Steve Clark. I don't really know what he can do here. It's not like they're all of a sudden going to be able to start attacking the Germans. Just got to hang in there, really, haven't they? And keep the score down and see where, see how deep into the game they get. Ralston draws the foul. Nagelsmann applauds the press in. Is that a monitor behind me? Should be moving, hopefully. Yeah. Yes, it is indeed. I'm going to be up in the air on Sunday, so this might be a good time to say I won't be doing the England game on Sunday. I'll be between Birmingham Airport and Verona Airport, about to go to a wedding. But we will be back for the Denmark game on a Thursday. Like a foul there by McTominay. Oh, sorry, it's Callum McGregor in central midfield. Just went through Gundogan. Nothing going right for the Scots. Yes, that is indeed Peaky's wedding. Mitchelstad to the edge of the box. Musiala again. They just crowded him out this time. Oh, Germans want a penalty. Is he given a penalty? Right on the edge of the box. Is that a free kick or is that a penalty? Didn't look like he was going to give any decision there. Sure, VAR will have a look at this. Who's he giving it against? There's one in front and one behind. I mean, it's pretty clumsy from both of them. Let's have a look. I need to stop looking between the two of them and just look at one or other of the Scotland players. I take it VAR is checking. Reckon that might get given. Might be from the one behind on the back of his calf. Very, very clumsy. I think that's going to get given. I think Christie sort of falls on the back of his calf and his ankle. And I think they're going to view that as an infringement, aren't they? He's already kind of going down. What's the VAR going to say? I'll nail my colours to the mast. I don't think this is getting overturned. As he moved it back. Okay, foul outside the penalty area. Very, very interesting. No walk to the screen there for the referee. Just got told it is a foul, but it's outside the box. Literally that far outside the box. I think they're going to put the ball down right on the line from the free kick. Initial contact outside. Additional contact inside. Yeah, right. Yeah, I suppose so. He's already going down when he gets in there, isn't he? But a free kick, 18 metres from goal, tells us the coverage. Or the coverage tells us. Decent position to have a free kick though, isn't it, as well? I wish they did that more in the Premier League. The basic foul was outside. I think that's what the decision was, that he fell into the box, but he'd already been fouled outside. It was just a bit, fair play to the ref, because it was a bit confusing, wasn't it? With, you're kind of looking at the player he was running at, but really it was Christie behind him who fouled him, wasn't it? Here comes the free kick, knocked off. Oof. Gunn was really committed over to his right. Any kind of a deflection, and he's laying on his backside watching that go into the goal. That's a really interesting one. You're just showing a really good angle. He's basically got one leg outside the box and one leg inside the box. And the leg that's fouled is outside the box, and the standing leg ahead is inside the box. So the player's inside the box, or part of his body's inside the box, but the foul takes place outside the box. The fouling player is never inside the box, and I suppose how can you give a penalty away if you're not even in the penalty box is the question, isn't it? But there you go. Gave us something to talk about for a few minutes rather than the Germans absolutely battering the Scots here. 28 gone. Scotland barely, 31% possession. We'll have a look at the numbers actually in just a jiffy. Scotland just not in the game at all. Germans come down the right. I've given away another foul here. It's a bit of a maul in this one. It's a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? There's your numbers, guys. 69-31 on the possession. 3 shots to nil. All 3 shots on target as well. Look at the Scotland touches as well. Only 77 to 195. That's Kroos. Heads towards the Kroos 100, right? Gundogan. Yeah, they've had plenty of games like this playing for Man City, won't he? Ta. Kroos. Ta. Rudiger. Ta. Kroos. Having a lovely old time. Rudiger, Ta, Kroos. It's painful for the Scots, this one. Probably would have wanted to play Germany last, wouldn't you? Hope they'd already qualified and maybe catch them. That's not a good tackle, is it? Yellow card's going to come out for Andrich. Fouls McTominay. Andrich of Leverkusen. Nailed on yellow card. He fouled him twice, didn't he? Hit him with the front foot and then the back foot as well. You've got to love footballers. It's the most nailed on yellow card and he's still doing that. I took the ball, ref. Am I driving in Italy? I'll do my best to do so, Dave. All I've got to do is drive from the airport to Russ's wedding. I'll do it very slowly. Actually, I'll ask you in the chat. My Waze and my internet will work on my phone, won't it, in Italy? All that roaming stuff's much better than it was now, isn't it? German keeper having a cigar. Well, he's not going to get 100 touches, Math, is he? A quiet night for Manuel Neuer so far. Germany 2, Scotland 0. It's not all over for the Scots. Remember, there's 2 more games, and with all the fastest losers and the third places, you get 3 points in this tournament. You are in with a chance. But if you take a battering in one of your games, you've got a problem. Musiala has put the ball in the net, but the play was brought back a fair wee while before then. Havertz handballing it there. Trying to disguise his arm going up like that, but not very well. Kai Havertz. Data roaming more costly since the B word. You might want to check. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Gunn takes the goal kick long. 32 gone. Germany 2, Scotland 0. Scotland can't keep the ball. It's headed back by Tarn. Immediately, the Germans are off again. Kroos. Rudiger. Gone for the ball over the top again. Gunn comes right to the edge of the box. Havertz chasing in. Gunn does well. Grabs that one. Gunn did not want that there and just hopelessly gives the ball straight back to the Germans. Andrich. Tar. This is so one-sided. Look at it. Centre-backs who are just sat on the halfway line for Germany with all the time in the world on the ball. Scotland are like in a 5-3-2 shape. Just defending for their lives. They're still trying to squeeze it a little bit. Hence these balls over the top keep working for the Germans. Cruz gets fouled by Christie on his way to his 100 touches, which we're guaranteeing now. Rudiger. Musiala over on the right wing. Again, scorer of the second goal. Hello to everybody on TikTok up there. Rudiger to Tar. Mittelstad. Tar looks for the big switch out to Kimmich, who keeps it in, but he heads it straight to McGregor. Even all the messy stuff, Germany are winning all the first balls and the bouncy get your foot on it stuff as well. Musiala. Little clip over the top, headed back out, and McTominay comes away. Good press by Germany. Look at that. 3 of them just not going to let them settle. But Scotland are on the counter. Here we go. What can they do? Pinged over the top, looking for Adams in the box. They played their way out nicely there. It didn't feel like it should have just been lobbed into the front, and I can say Tony Adams then, Che Adams sort of has to pluck it out the sky, hold the defender off. Via Opta, Tony Kroos's first 50 passes of the match have all successfully found a teammate. So not only, Richard, is he going to make the Kroos 100, is he going to complete 100 passes as well? 100 touches, 100 complete passes. It's on for Tony Kroos, especially in this match. Porteous to Hendry, back to Porteous. That's the thing about playing too high too early. You're afraid to do it when you need to. Right, they're just stuck in now, aren't they? Should have gradually come forward. I just saw the German net. Is that the first time tonight? It's been a rarity, as Richard Attenborough would say. David Attenborough, Richard Attenborough? Who's the guy who does the documentaries? The lesser spotted. The rare sight of the German net. And the not very rare sight of Rudiger and Tar and Tony Kroos making a third centre-back. Just popping the ball about at the back. Although that's a horrible. He had way too much time then. Just gave it away, Tar, didn't he? Remarkable that Kroos is retiring. It's difficult, Marlon, with these sort of central midfielders, isn't it? That just sit there and ping it about. Because there's certain games and certain clubs that suit them, isn't there? Although Pirlo stayed at a very high level, just swaggering about, switching the play, floating it here, there and everywhere, hey? Neuer might as well go into hibernation at this rate. What is John McGinn doing? John McGinn is stood behind the keeper for an attacking free kick. Oh, I see. He's trying to pick up a free position on the back post. Very interesting tactic there. Managed to get himself onside. Free kick came to nothing. Oh, don't lose that there. Gun clears in the end with Wirtz, the scorer of the opening goal of the tournament, breathing down his neck. Christie down the left wing with Rudiger. Rudiger was just bullying him physically there, wasn't he? played up the line, and Germany have another throw-in. What's Cruz got left to do? Crazy amount of honours. My God. What has that bloke won? World Cup, all the Champions Leagues. Did he win the Champions League with Bayern and with Real? I bet he did. German League, probably about 5 Spanish leagues, 3 German leagues, I reckon. All of it. Rüdiger. Da. Mittelstadt. Wirtz, who's swapped wings with Musiala a few times, is on the left now. Gundogan. Rüdiger. Rüdiger fancies a shot. It was a dreadful shot, but hey. He fancied a shot. Pirlo was one of my absolute favourite players to play for a good while. Absolutely. Wembley 2013. Was that Cruz, Bayern and Dortmund, right? I'm not expecting any crazy Neuer runs. Neuer's not leaving the 6-yard box, Hamza. He might go into the back of his goal and take a drink. Clean his boots on the post. Doesn't look that muddy there. Cruz honours. Here you go. 6 Champions Leagues. Ridiculous. What a player. He's no Ryan Giggs though, hey? Ryan Giggs, did he win 13 titles or something ridiculous like that? Have I made that up? 11? How many Premier Leagues did Ryan Giggs or English top division champ? No, it would have been Premier Leagues, wouldn't it? Phil Neal for Liverpool win like 7 in 8 years or something crazy like that. That can't be right if Man City are the first team to do 4 in a row. There you go. 13 Premier League. It's mental, that, isn't it? 13. That's never getting beaten, is it? Well, actually, Phil Foden might beat it, mightn't he, the way things are going. Musiala. Kimmich, lovely cross. Oh, how is that not 3-0? My God, it could still be. Cruz comes in. Shot blocked. Germany so should have scored there. The 2 big chances. Lovely cross by Kimmich, floated in. The header was pretty much straight at gun, and then the follow-up got blocked as well. Easy chances, both of them. Who's the header? Is it Gundogan? He should score. And then, to be fair, Gundogan gets closed down quickly afterwards, but he gets nothing on that header. Got to bury that. Jurgen Klinsmann, we've seen in the stadium. Jurgen Klinsmann is bulleting that header into the back of the net. Lovely cross by Kimmich, isn't it? Look at that. And yeah, he's got to do better with that, hasn't he? I mean, if anything, you could say... Oh, are they going to have a look at the challenge there on Gundogan? Yeah, they are checking for a penalty there. Gundogan, he dived in on him there. I think that might be a penalty, mightn't it? Was also a little bit... what's the wording for... endangering opponent, excessive force? Wasn't a good tackle that, was it? I know he's only just going in to close the ball down, but doesn't get it, does he? Who was it? Porteous of Watford. Ref's just hearing in his in-ears from the VAR team. I mean, I was wrong on the last one, to be fair. I think yellow card Porteous and penalty here, isn't it? Unless they're going to deem it endangering opponent, excessive force, would be a red card. It was in terms of the denial of obvious goal scoring opportunity, it was a deliberate attempt of, oh no, he might get sent off for that, mightn't he? Is that endangering the... I don't think it's excessive force, but it's endangering the opponent. He might get red carded here. So he's given the foul and he's given the penalty. Is he going to bring the red card out as well? This could be really bad for Scotland. Is it excessive force or endangering the opponent? I'm a bit worried that it is. Come on, get the camera on the ref. It's going to be a penalty for Germany anyway. Is he going to send Porteous off? Looks like he sent him off. They've put we didn't see the red card come out, but they've put the red over. Yeah, the red card's out. Oh, this is not good. He can't really argue with it if it's endangering the opponent and he goes in on his ankle and he's nowhere near the ball. It's a difficult one to argue with that it's endangering the opponent there up on the ankle, isn't it? Ouch. Okay, penalty. Germany, Kai Havertz. Lovely old first half. Could be 3-0 up and playing 11 versus 10 for the entire second half here, Germany. Could rack up a cricket score here. Start writing your apology for dismissing the 7-0. I put it up. I didn't dismiss it. Although it's literally recorded, whatever it is I said. Right, Kai Havertz, here he comes. It's going to be a left footer. 4-step run up by the look of it. Don't want to slag off Angus Gunn anymore, but I'm not confident he's going to save this. Can Havertz find the back of the net for the third time for the Germans. Here comes Havertz. Stutters and scores. And it's Germany 3, Scotland 0. Ouch. Very, very, very ouch. Ugh. Get your comments in. Germany are on cruise control now. I can definitely do one of those now at 3-0 down to 10 men. I didn't dare it 2-0 after 20 minutes or whatever it was. But Scotland are taking a battering. And we're going to see some penalty shootouts in this tournament. Didn't feel very nerve-wracking, that one. One of the Scottish fans threw something on to try and put him off. Didn't work, did it? Gunn takes the dummy and Havertz makes it 3-0. Ben about to go to ChatGPT for the public apology. Did I promise to make a public apology? Was that it? Someone wind it back, that 7-0 prediction. What did I say? I'm a man of my word. I'll do whatever I said. 3 minutes of stoppage time. A heinous first half here for Scotland. They were second best right from the beginning, weren't they? Germany looked at it straight away. Scotland doing this kind of weird wing backs high up the pitch, narrow back three thing, and it just looked like suicide, didn't it? And Germany took the lead really quickly into the game. 10 minutes, Wirtz. 19 minutes, Musiala. Could have had a penalty on 25. VAR didn't fancy it, but Porteous diving in. Was he in the 6-yard box? He was either in it or just on the edge and second to the ball against Gundogan and red carded, obviously, for endangering the opponent and or excessive force. I guess that's his tournament done. How long do you get banned for in these tournaments? Do you only get the one? Do you only get the one banned? The 1 game ban? Because that would be what would that be? Straight red, serious foul play. You get 3 games for that in domestic football. Anyway, free kick to Scotland. Get in the box, lads. There we go. I've been fact-checked. I said I wasn't going to put it up, and then I did put it up. So I think we can say I am legally clear on the 7-0 prediction. I can hold my head up high and not take the abuse from you lot. It's half-time. And it's minging. Absolutely minging for Scotland. Germany 3, Scotland 0. It's probably a 3-0 looking game, or at least a 2-0 looking game, isn't it? Germany on top from the start, and yeah, that red card has just killed it now for Scotland in the third goal. Havertz putting in the third goal after Wirtz and Musiala. Put them 2-0 up. Let's do the numbers and then we'll go and make ourselves a coffee. But it ain't very pretty for the Scots. Terrible, terrible first half for the Tartan army. Let me just get the numbers up on the other screen and you can pick out any one you want. Pretty much 70-30 or 69-31 on the possession. 1.31 on the XG for the Germans, but 0, just nothing from the Scots. No shots at all. 115 accurate passes to 308. Let me just see how the Cruise 100 is going. Can I get touches or passes up here? Here we go. Who's number one on touches? It's actually the centre halves. On the Cruise 100, there you go. Third one down, 56. But the two centre halves have got 61 and 60 touches. So they're all projecting to get 100. Those three lads at the back, just knocking the ball about, having a lovely old time, aren't they? Scotland aren't having a lovely old time. And the thing about this as well that we've mentioned is that in this tournament, if you're fairly okay on the goal difference and you win one game, so say, I don't know, you lose the other two, but not by much, and you win the other one, and you end on -1, but with 3 points, you've got a chance on the third place qualifiers, we think. 4 points, big chance, very big chance. But if you're going to take a battering in the first game and your goal difference is already -5, yeah, not good. Are Scotland heading for a -5? Maybe they are with 10 men in the second half. Right, I'm going to take a break. We're going to be back in just about 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Fill the chat up with questions. Apologies to you lot on TikTok. There's no gimmickry up there. I'm going to make a coffee. As Hamza said in the chats, never, ever, 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 said Chris Jericho, the wrestler. Too late for a coffee. But we'll see you the other side. Don't go anywhere. Take your half-time break. Right, not a difficult one. Sometimes we have to kind of dig deep into our brains to figure out what's going on in these football matches, but very one-sided. So I think I can probably just go to the comments on Germany 3, Scotland 0. What have we got here in the chat? What odds for a Scotland miracle? Long. I'll definitely give you that one. I passed on the 7-0, didn't I? Hey? JC, evening Ben, can you run a second half poll for when Scotland's first shot will be? Okay. Will Scotland have a shot before or after Tony Kroos gets his 100th touch? You tell me, hey? 500 to 1 on Sky Bet. Other betting platforms are available. Thought Scotland would come out, Wayne, with feisty energy. Well, they kind of tried, didn't they, in the first 3 minutes? They just got it so wrong, didn't they, with the wing-backs pressing up and, you know, Germany were ready for it, just pinged a few balls into the channels and we just had them up against the wall with their hand on their throat from like 90 seconds in, didn't they? By the way, is that background real in ITV Studio? It's a beautiful background, that. Tremendous stuff. I find myself muting the pundits to listen to Ben. You're going to start ignoring me, Mr. Portaloo, after I wouldn't put your... I did put the 7-0 up, didn't I? But there you go. This game has gone more downhill for Scotland if they jumped off a cliff into the North Sea and swam to Germany. Feel for the guy who ran from Scotland. Did he do it for charity? Because if he did it for charity, then some good came out of it for sure. Germany 3, Scotland 0. Tomorrow, I think I'm just going to do the one game. 3 up for grabs tomorrow. It's Hungary-Switzerland at 2. I shall hang out with my family, I think, and then do Spain versus Croatia at 5. I fancy that one. Italy-Albania at 8. So we'll get the watch along all set up in a bit. And it will be Spain versus Croatia. Thoughts RE Sunday. My thoughts are it's coming home, Rich. England win and clean sheet. There we go. I'm confident, confident as ever. Does anybody know what the record is for the highest scoreline in the opening game of a tournament? I don't know, actually. They're not normally high scoring, are they? Pass. Deary me, want company at half time. I always want company, hey? Off to sports bar for Spain, Croatia, where it's not allowed, Liam, not allowed, but of course it's allowed. There we go. The football overdose begins. Does anyone else just need a big sleep and a break at the end? My problem is I've got this blooming wedding in Italy on Monday, so I kind of get started, and then I'm out of it for a couple of days straight away. Spain, Croatia. Should be a cracking game. We sincerely hope so. England obviously into it on Sunday. As I said, I'm off to Birmingham Airport for a 6:50 flight. So I will miss all 3 games for the next 2 days, Sunday and Monday. But I will be back on Tuesday, probably, for Portugal v Czechia on Tuesday night. And then, God, we might have to do Scotland again on Wednesday night as well. Oh no, I'm working on Wednesday night. We'll do one of the early games on Wednesday, but we'll figure it all out for sure. There you go, there's the answer. France 4, Yugoslavia 5. We're going to get 9 goals tonight? I'm not sure we are we? We could do with another 9 likes. If you fancy a like spike, let's do one right now. See if we can get this up over 100 by the end of the stream. We're on 69 likes. I would love you right now, if you haven't already, to hit the like button. You got 20 seconds. Everybody hit that thumbs up. Away you go. Do it on TikTok as well if you're watching. It's time for a like spike. Thank you in advance, everybody, for all of your lovely, lovely support. Greatly, greatly appreciated, especially in the close season. Remember, you can support the channel in the merest, freest, easiest way by hitting like on the stream, by commenting in the live chat, or by subscribing to the channel. You can donate via Super Chat, and we've already had 4, I think, today, so huge thanks. We'll shout those people out again. And if you really want to help, you can join up on either YouTube or on Patreon. If you were to join up on YouTube, my interview with Kieran Maguire, 1 hour, that's coming out on Sunday, you can watch that right now. Members get early access to the pre-recorded videos. You can join the WhatsApp group and the round table conversations each and every Monday. Tell me what you think of me to my face, hey? But the people who really want to do that don't dare, do they? Hey? Right, thank you, everybody. Let's just give a little shout out to those wonderful super chatters as well, to Richard, Aaron, and Alan. Thank you so much, guys. And Richard also signing up as a member. We'll get him in that WhatsApp group. Keep the comments coming. We are at half time. The players are just coming out for the second half. I suspect there's time for an ad break, which gives me the chance to play Where in the World for the first time this tournament. I would love you to tell me exactly where you are watching us from. Stupid answers, nefarious, sarcastic answers will not be read, but give me a location so I can tell where our audience is based. You've got 20 seconds to let me know where tonight you are watching from. Play along on TikTok as well. Where in the world are you watching the stream from? Let us know where you are watching from. You might be familiar with this guy. Look, Matt SB, legend. $1.99 on the super chat. Matt, you're a star. Let me ask the chat something with a big wink and a big nudge ahead of next season. Would you like more of Matt on this here channel, maybe? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge ahead of next season. But Matt, a brilliant YouTuber, and went through some rubbish stuff with YouTube demonetizing him for I think about a week or so, and we were all behind him, and he's monetized again. And I know people don't think that's a big deal, but when it's your living, it really is. But yeah, let me know if you may or may not want to see more Matt on the channel going into next season. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. We've kicked off in the second half. I'm going to put your locations up in just a second. Did Rudiger foul Christie there? Scotland might have themselves a free kick in a nice looking position here. Let's get your locations. Where are we? Where are we watching from? Middlesbrough, Southampton, Staffordshire, Cromer, Middlesex, Michigan, out in the States, Jeff. Crete, Lake District, north of the Waveney, Kenilworth, West Country, Sheffield, Black Country, I think we're the Lowestoft, Buckinghamshire. There you go. Oh, in goes the free kick into the near post, and the Germans get it away. Lots of good wishes for Matt. Yeah, YouTuber's got to stick together, and as soon as that happened, I got a lot of messages saying, Ben, have you seen what's happened to Matt's channel? And it's like, that's not cool. And I hate to say it, if you're still in the chat, Matt, the first thing I think is, my God, what would I do if that happened to me? And I've got the childminder bill to pay or whatever's coming up next. I know Matt's got a little one as well. Not good, not good, not good. We need to do teams, don't we? Scotland has started this half quite well, actually. We got any more locations here? Leeds, Edinburgh, Northern Ireland. Woof. Southern Hampshire. Is there anything more south than Hampshire? Or the south part of Southern Hampshire? Brilliant. We did the teams in a sec as Germany break away. It's a foul by Ralston, who gets yellow carded. Marlon, me and the missus, we go down to the in-laws caravan in Chichester. And when it takes us back to whatever that road is, the A3 or what have you, we go along the bottom and there's a point where we start to come up and you're literally right at the bottom of England, right in the middle, about to drive up. And I always say, because I'm really boring, we're right at the bottom of England, right in the middle. Right there on the map. I'm boring myself even saying it. There you go. California. Ipswich. Scotland have started this half well. Translate, we saw the German net again. That's sarcasm actually, but I'm laughing. Did we get a sub at half time? Grant Hanley in for Scotland. Who did he come in for? Shay Adams, their only striker. Pascal Gross came in for Andrich, who didn't play that well in the first half and got booked, didn't he? There you go, Matt. Championship community show, great support, and would for yourself 100% too. God forbid that should happen, but yeah, thanks again. Yeah, nice one. Nice one, Matt. And as I say, maybe plans afoot to be speaking to Matt a little bit more regularly next season. In discussions, let's just say. Right, South Cornwall is more south. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? McGinn. Nice ball that by McGinn into Christie. Gross gets his first touch there. So if they brought Hanley on, I guess he's just replaced Porteous in the back three. And Scotland are sort of playing 3-4-2 with no striker. And McGinn and Christie. Well, exactly, yeah, Christie up front. Why are the technical areas abroad much bigger than England? I don't know. I think they should be a specified size, Chris. Fit all those staffers in. McGinn tries to break away. I thought he might have got fouled there. Musiala. Kimmich. Can't be dealing with a right back wearing number 6. That doesn't work for me, brother. Cruz. Ta. Germany just getting into gear. You'd imagine, I hate to be cynical about this, you'd imagine the Germans will take a while. Rudiger smashes this great strike by Rudiger. Bounces up. Gunn pulls that face as if to say, well, you know, didn't really know what to do there. But I think he did have to tip that around the post. Is that going in the corner? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Good strike. Really good strike by Rudiger. Actually, what a camera angle that is. Oh, maybe it was just drifting around the post, but it's a really good strike, isn't it? Corner. And it comes from Kimmich. So it wasn't from Kimmich. It's Kimmich that keeps it in on the other side. My bad. Must have been Cruz. A blonde German. Mittelstadt. Ooh. Rudiger nearly got in front on the near post there. Robertson manhandled by Tony Cruz. Matt SB Northern View. Ben Southern View. Southern softy me, eh? Legend Wayne. Doesn't work for me, brother. What a guy. Musiala. Gross. Musiala. Gundogan. Wirtz. Tries to step inside. Well, Gundogan tries to just like dink it over everybody. And he is blocked out. I say he's blocked out. Overhits it rather, doesn't he? In the poll earlier on, 76% of you said Germany would win this game. And it looks like that landslide majority is going to be correct. Thank you for all the likes, by the way. I didn't go back and count, did I? We did a like spike at the start of the half. 75. Can we make it to 100 by the end of the stream? Let's hope so. Dave, you absolute bloody hero. Safe travels Sunday. Sounds like Birmingham Airport's going to be the worst bit, Dave, isn't it? Marty to stay at ours. I got my fingers crossed. Legend, Dave. Thank you, everybody, for super chatting today. Such a huge, huge help. Time check, Jack. 53:18 on my stream. I'm watching on ITV Sport on a TV feed. I know we've had a bit of variance, let's just say, with the latency of the broadcast across the world. I think my 2-1 Scotland was optimistic. You've had a nightmare there, Math, haven't you? Am I looking forward to August? Oh, yes. Very much so, David. This time last week, prepping our questions for Warnock. What that really means, Rich, is quietly crapping our pants, yeah? Oh, dear. Chris, he's caught up 15 seconds. How have you managed that, Chris? Has the feel of a friendly at the moment. 10 against 11. Home team, host team in the home stadium's got a 3-0 lead and a man advantage and doesn't really need to do a hell of a lot other than get to full time. Horrible touch there by Mittelstadt. I like the Warnock interview on the chat. Thank you very, very much. We topped that even by speaking to the man himself at the live show in Ipswich, which was tremendous, actually. Real privilege, that. Real bucket list stuff. Tar just gets in front of his man. Draws a foul as well. Gets applause from Rudiger. It was self-foul, isn't it? Christie adjudged to have caught him. Kev, gutted for Porteous. Me too. Yeah, I think, did someone put in the chat, it's just a 1-game ban for serious foul play. I don't know if there's any more for violent conduct, if anyone fancies going on the UEFA website quickly. Really what you want to be doing with your Friday night, hey? Going to go short shot blocked. Germans are going to have another go. Kroos. Witz. Musiala. Kroos. Gross. Gross hits the shot right-footed, blocked by Hanley. Did both sides bring on their number 5 at half-time? They did, didn't they? How about that? Havertz. Kimmich. Gross. Tar. Kroos. Scotland just lined up on the edge of their box, defending everyone behind the ball. Musiala. Musiala's run. Ralston still got control of it. Cross comes in left-footed. Huge chance on the back post. Should have been 4-0 that. They've had a lot of the ball in the second half, but Wirtz cracks that one over the bar. It's a bad miss that, isn't it? Oh, it's a really bad miss. He's watching it and watching it and watching it. Just off balance, isn't he? His left foot's not quite in the right place. If he's half a foot further back, he roofs that, doesn't he? And he's running off celebrating right now. Should have been 4, David. I agree. Peter, early signing for Borough this evening. Delano Bergzog. Nice. Musiala did well. There, yeah, he's really good, isn't he? He may well be in our conversation for man of the match in about 30 minutes' time. Jamal Musiala. An excellent player, Bayern Munich winner. And scorer tonight of goal number 2 of 3 for the Germans. And here he comes again. Over on the left wing. Oh, he's got Ralston absolutely on toast. And it goes short. Gundogan shot blocked. I mean, it's well defended by Scotland. But at the moment, Ralston versus Musiala is a massacre, isn't it? He is just getting the ball. He is ripping the poor guy a new one, isn't he? In goes the cross from the left again. I think it's Cruz put that one in, or Mittelstad maybe following up. That left-hand side looking pretty effective for the Germans. Wirtz, Mittelstad, Gross, Cruz, Gross, Rüdiger, Havertz, Gross, Gundogan, Rüdiger, Musiala. Attack versus defence training session, this, isn't it? Kimmich, Rüdiger, Gross, Kimmich, crossing position. Kimmich pops it into the box. Half-headed away. Mittelstad onto the left foot. Shot blocked by Ralston. Oh my God, this is painful. Scotland can't get more than 20 yards from goal, and that'll do. Wirtz smells some goals here and smashes it over the bar, but this last, say, 3-4 minutes has been so one-sided. Good bit of goalkeeping actually by Angus Gunn to get a foot on that low drive in. Great block as well by McGregor from Gundogan's shot. All in the slow-mo replay package there. Dave, you're out. Take care, boss. Have a good one. Dave, a fine example, looking after his poorly mother. Inspirational guy, our Dave. Warms the heart what that bloke does. Always played over the top. Guns out there on the edge of the area. Guns got it. Jay, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. That's so kind. £5 on the super chat. Thanks for the content all season, mate. You are so welcome. And I've got a coffee, so I'm going to drink to you. And the Germans are going to make a sub in honour of your super chat there. Thank you, everybody, for the support tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. Again, world's smallest violin, but the struggle is real. Being a football YouTuber in the close season, so we try and power on through the tournaments, even though the English football is our bread and butter. Yellow card coming out for Ta. Much appreciated, Jay. By the way, you can support in the simplest way just by interacting. You can donate, as Jay has just done via Super Chat, or you can join up. How about that? Via hitting the membership button down there, hit join, or head over to patreon.com/, Benjamin Bloom. Kai Havertz out, being substituted. Comment of the day, Archibald FC. I've got to tell you about Archibald FC. My missus texted me this morning saying one of her friends from TikTok, where they do all the book stuff, reading TikTok, is Archibald FC's mother, I believe. And she said, you won't believe one of your subscribers knows one of my TikTok book people. Small world. Thank you so much. You're doing 3 streams a day like the world. Nah, Jay, can't do it, mate. Let's go 1 a day. We'll go for quality over quantity. We'll put some polls out, but I think the way they've done the TV, there's like a standout game every day, isn't there? And the way they've seeded the groups, to be honest. So, oh, here comes Kimmich. Big breakaway for the Germans. It's like 3-on-3. Out it goes. Sane, who's just come on. That is a hideous first touch by Sane. He's like trying to bend it into the far corner with no backlift. He just passes it straight down the keeper's throat. Füllkrug came on as well. Havertz and Wirtz went out. You can almost tell Wirtz was going to get substituted because he was having a shot every time he got the ball, wasn't he? He obviously knew he was doing 65 minutes, or 63 minutes today. Try and get some goals in before you go. Would suggest NBA, NHL finals, but both series are 3-0. Dead rubbers. Dead rubbers ahoy. Sane coming on. Pure pace. Either side now for the Germans. Damn right. Legend Wayne. See you soon. I think that's smart, yeah. Hard work doing 3 streams in a day, man. I remember in the Euros, in COVID, we were doing everything as well, weren't we? I didn't have a little baby daughter then, no, did I? But the world is a better place now I do, hey? Kroos. Mittelstadt. Headed out by Henry. Excuse me, Tierney on the back post. I'm sure Scotland would take 3-0 right now, being down to 10 men, wouldn't they? Germans are going to want to get 4 and 5. Kroos is going to take the corner. Rudiger and McGinn having fun and games in there. Bit of a size differential in that particular matchup. Corner goes in, headed away. Mittelstadt on the half volley. Smashes it over the bar. Scotland employing the well-known 6-3 formation. You gotta love the 6-3-0 formation, hey? Goal difference could be important. So absolutely, especially for those third place. Well, goal difference doesn't matter if you're second, does it? But for the third place teams, massively, massively. Will I be covering Ipswich Town watch longs in the Premier League or just concentrate on the Championship? We're going to try and do a bit of both, Michael. As we've discussed many times since Ipswich's surprise promotion to the Premier League. Did I order the Euros football programme? I didn't, Liam, but I bet you've got a copy, haven't you? Liam is a programme connoisseur. Germany look primed and ready to go far. Hell of a defensive midfield, huh? 3-0 up as well. Kenny McLean and Billy Gilmore to add to the Norwich City look of Scotland here. Gilmore was there on loan. McLean is the captain. Do I feel Ipswich will stay up? Haven't given it any thought yet, Luca. Honest. McGinn out. I assume they're just saving him, knowing they're getting nothing from this game. I did not see who else went out for Scotland then. My bad. Too busy Looking at the chat, 67 gone. Germany 3. Scotland 0. Scots with a free kick. Oh, into the box. That looked like that's going to land right on Hendry's head. Defender just got touched tight at the last minute, didn't they? Musiala down the left. Oh, nice feed into Gundogan. And it falls! Wow! For Füllkrug, who smashes it into the top corner. What a finish that is by the substitutes. Scotland have done a lot wrong tonight. They didn't do a lot wrong then. That's a brilliant goal. Finished by Füllkrug. It's Germany 4, Scotland 0. What a finish that was, by the way. Has Füllkrug had a touch yet? Straight off the bench. And he has ripped that one into the top corner. Gets it out of his feet with the left foot. There. And then on the half volley as well. Look at that for a finish. Just larrups that into the top corner. That is a quality finish. He hits that so well, Füllkrug, doesn't he? Germany 4, Scotland 0. We spoke about goals 4 and 5. Grant Hanley looking disappointedly up at himself on the big screen in the stadium. No one could have done a lot about that strike into the top corner, though. And Germany go 4-0 up. And a horrible night for Scotland. They've kind of been hanging around in the game, hadn't they? Although I have to say, there was that period, which they did get by, didn't they? When for 4 or 5 minutes, Musiala was just rinsing Ralston down the German left-hand side every 2 minutes. But any big chance they made was for Wirtz on the far post, wasn't it? Otherwise, it looked like, okay, are we shaking hands on 3-0 here? But nice quick counter-attack and impact from a substitute. This has had everything for the Germans, hasn't it? Intensity, goals. You want your substitutes coming in and excuse me, imposing themselves as well. Perfect opening day for the Germans. Oh, excuse me. Sane. Gundogan. Ran out there. McGregor. See that out. So I'm going to have that. Going to have a throat sweet. I mean, they put the camera on Hanley after the goal because it kind of bounced off him, but the coverage tells us 110 kilometres an hour. He hit that shot, Füllkrug. It's a great goal. Really, really good. Leathered that. Proper target man too. Germans have been decent. Scotland are awful. This is by far Scotland's hardest game, isn't it? So hopefully for their sake they can forget it and move on. Sane, Kroos, Mittelstadt, Gundogan. He's trying to play that early with the outside of his right foot. Got cut out, and here he comes. How many minutes is it going to take Thomas Muller to score? The great Thomas Muller. Am I right? Is his World Cup record way better than his Euros record? Am I right about that? Just a player that I love, Thomas Muller. Although, famed for that incredible miss. Remember lots of people clipping me out on the channel as he missed that one against England at Wembley in the last Euros. Brilliant player. Sane tries to beat Robertson. He can't. Tierney clears up the line. 72-21 on the clock if you're keeping score. Gundogan. Tah. Kimmich. Kimmich does the same cross every time, doesn't he? That floaty outswinger with the side foot of his right foot. The great Thomas Müller is coming in for Musiala, who I think is going to get a few man of the match shouts when we do this. He might even be getting mine as well. There he is, scoring the second goal for the Germans. He's been very good in the second half. You always want your home star, don't you, in a tournament? 21 years old. Musiala. Thomas Müller is not 21 years old. But what a player he's been. 34, in fact. Absolute goal machine of a player, isn't he? Into the back post, recycled. Flag has gone up, and I don't know why, but the play is going to stop. Switzerland and Hungary, no mugs in that group. Will they lose so badly to... Oh, you wouldn't imagine either of them are going to lose 4. Not without red cards in that game. What a player. Easy man of the match. Oh, yes. England v Germany final. England 4-1 win. Kane hat-trick. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. I'm not turning anything down after nearly falling over that 7-0 thing. It's not going to be 7-0. Not with 15 minutes to go. Germany 4, Scotland 0. Lovely to see you all again tonight after a couple of weeks break. We'll get into the watch-alongs, into the tournament. It's going to be grand. Kroos, Gross, Müller. Müller left-footed cross. Oh, Füllkrug. That's a great save by Gunners. It is forced into the back of the net, though. It looked like he'd saved it, Gunn, but Füllkrug just followed it in, up and over. Müller with the cross, 1 sub. Füllkrug with the finish, the second sub. He gets his second off the bench. It's Germany 5, Scotland 0. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I thought he'd saved it initially there, Gunn. Oh, this might get disallowed, actually. I think he's going to be offside. We'll wait to see the VAR on that. His foot looked offside when the... Oh, no. Does Hanley touching it mean it resets? Yeah, it has been disallowed. Everybody calm down. Füllkrug. Yeah, he looked offside when I first saw it, and then I wondered whether they were going to deem that there, Hanley plays it back against him and everything resets, but no. 4-0, not 5-0. We can all calm down. That's Scott McKenna about to come on. Of FC Kopenhagen, formerly of Nottingham Forest. Spoiling our fun. Gun with the goal kick. Are the Germans going to get the 5th goal? Seems to be the only question now. I'll be worried as a fan of any country after watching this German side. I don't know if Scotland have looked shocking, but Germany looking the part. Yeah. Home nations, they always love it, don't they? In their own backyard. Gross. Germany's central midfielders have had the easiest game of their lives, haven't they? Kimmich crosses right-footed, headed out by McKenna. That must be his first touch after coming off the bench. Gilmore tries to get something going. Foul on Mittelstadt by McTominay. It's too good for him there, the German left back. Kroos, switch of play, Kimmich. Kimmich inside. Gross, Kimmich. Back again. Gross crosses. Headed across. Muller tries to clever header to the back post. Try and find Kimmich. I wondered. Mittelstadt headed it across the first time. He probably could have chested it down. It's a really clever header by Muller, isn't it? Just try and drop it in on the back post. Robertson deals with it. Great stuff by the Germans as we come in to the final 10 minutes. Kroos pops the corner in, flicked away. Mittelstadt on the half volley over the bar. Right, last time I will ask you tonight. I absolutely promise. Probably everybody in here has liked the video by now, but we've got 84. I'd love to see how close we can get to 100 likes. There's the automated or semi-automated offside. Tremendous stuff. You got 20 seconds to hit the like button. See how close we can get to 100. If you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up as Toni Kroos goes out of the game. Time for the last like spike of the night. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Toni Kroos out, but he did make the 100 touches that we predicted he would. 107 touches for Toni Kroos. In comes the cross from the right-hand side. Gundogan arriving on the back stick. Couldn't quite get there from Muller's cross. And a lovely time, Muller, down that left wing. Almost provided 3 goals already with 2 crosses and that little header over. Always fun coming in. 4-0 up against 10 men, isn't it? Ryan Christie is coming out for the Scots. Lawrence Shankland of Hearts is going to replace him for the last 9 minutes of this game. Thank you for the likes, but we're up to 89. It's going to be so close. Come the end of the stream, can we get it to 100? As neutral, I wanted this to be a competitive game, a bit boring the way it's gone. Yeah, it was done by 20 minutes. We knew the outcome, didn't we? Germany, excellent though. You got to give them that. Oh, lovely outside of the football there. Was it McLean? McLean continues his run into the box. The cross comes in and Tar gets in the way of it. Are they going to get caught out now on the counter, Scotland? Let's see. Sane, right wing. Bit of space. He's going to go for the box though, isn't he? Sane powers in. Sane was never passing that, was he? Head down, dribble, dribble, dribble. That's poor from Sane, isn't it? You can tell when a player's just going to dribble into the box and try and get a shot off. Maybe he wouldn't have done it if it had been a level score or the game had been closer. But yeah, if you're his teammate, you may as well turn around and head to halfway, because he's either scoring or he's going to give the ball away. Either you ain't going to get it. Either way, you ain't going to get it. You knew what I meant, didn't you? 82-37 on the clock. Germany 4, Scotland 0. Kimmich, Sane. Sane again hits that shot left-footed. Easy save. For Gunn. And Gus. Right down his throat from Leroy Sané. Big thank you again to all of the wonderful, wonderful super chatters. You can see the roll of honour here. So greatly appreciated all your support on these watch-alongs. Really makes a gigantic difference at the end of the month. And it's a big month here at Bloom Towers. New mortgage starts in July. Ouch. On the Germans again. Mittelstadt, the left back. Tries to put the cross in. Blocked out by McTominay. Scotland clear it. Germany throw. 84 gone. 6 to play. Gross. Are Germany, or are Germany not, going to grab the 5th goal? We will find out. Sané trying to dribble right the way through the middle of the two Scottish markers there. He's played a bit of an erratic game since he's been on, Sané. To be fair, he wanted the corner for that and he should have got one. Looked like it came off a Scottish boot before it went out. Gunn boots the ball down the ground. 5 to play in normal time here. It's coming straight back at him though. Here's Sané. Sané straight into the 10. Sané shoots again. Puts it over the bar. The Germany staff are all up and applauding, but a bit frustrating to watch Sané's sub cameo here. Dribble, give it away. Dribble, shoot and miss. Dribble, shoot and miss. Dribble, give it away. Dribble, lose it. Not the greatest. Premier League fixtures are announced on Tuesday. Who do you want Ipswich V's first day? Don't know. Someone at home would be nice. Someone you have some remote hope of keeping the ball against, and not one of the big boys, preferably. Sané get his wages docked every time he passes. Looks that way, doesn't it? I think the Swiss are taking 2nd in this group. I think I had Hungary 2nd, but I wouldn't be surprised at that. Robertson with a free kick for Scotland. He's close to the halfway line, but he's going to whip it into the box. Good delivery, actually. Oh, my goodness me. That looks like an own goal of the season contender. Wow. Scotland have got a goal back, but I think Tony Rudiger has headed that past his own keeper from about 10 yards out there. An absolute bullet header to make it Germany 4, Scotland 1. Bizarre goal. And I need to see the replay. Offside all looks all right. He just turns and faces his goal. McKenna got a header on it. just like looks back towards his goal and puts like the perfect bullet header in past it. Does he even know anything about this? Is he trying to header it? Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's trying to like get some kind of head on to block it. This will be a good angle. Look at that. Bullets it past his own keeper, and that'll improve the goal difference for Scotland by 1, obviously, won't it? Could have been 5-0, it's now 4-1. Very strange own goal. Why is VAR checking this goal? Anyone see anything wrong with that? I mean, the first thing Rudiger did was said he got pushed. I didn't see a push anywhere. Didn't see anything wrong with that goal. Yeah, check over. That took longer than it felt like it needed to, but hey. Glad they got themselves a goal. Comeback is on. Rudiger header. Wrong net. Tar. We said the only question was, will Germany get 5? Is that Scotland's first shot as well? I wonder. I think that might be their first shot. Although it's not going to count as a shot because it's an own goal. I think they might still be on 0 shots. We'll check the stats in a second. Yeah, it says 0 shots for Scotland. But they've got themselves a goal through an own goal. Tremendous stuff. Lovely old quirk, that one. No shots for Scotland, but they're on the score sheet. Needed some help from the Germans. Not even had a corner. Ugh. Not good. Sane. He passed it, ladies and gentlemen. Sane, a little knock inside. Sean. Oh, wow, Richard. Legend. Mittelstad. Just see this attack out. Now I say thank you properly. Gross, nice reverse ball. Mittelstad puts it in near post. Füllkrug was there. Cleared away by Ralston. Richard, you absolute legend. $9.99 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Party for a Scottish goal. Thank you so much, Richard, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats tonight. Really appreciate all of your support, Richard. Especially double duty from him. Thank you so much. Richard, you're absolute legend. Remember, absolutely free to interact, like, comment, subscribe. You can donate like Richard has on Super Chat. You can join up as a member on YouTube. Just hit the join button down there, or on Patreon. We are into stoppage time. Give me your shouts for man of the match. I think I've got Musiala for Germany, maybe Kroos. Let me know your man of the match as we go through the 3 minutes of stoppage time. McLean. Gilmore. Knock forward long, given away. As we come towards the end of the first minute of 3 added on. 3 minutes, a number which very much says, let's just go home. This one was over a long time ago. Sane. Kimmich. Sane. Gross. Muller. Gross. Gross crosses right-footed. Robertson gets a header on it. Kimmich recycles. Shan. Tar. Gross. They've racked up some passes tonight, the Germans. And it's hardly like they played possession football. They played pressing football, haven't they? But they've just had all of the ball, haven't they? Musiala or Kroos? Would you reckon Kroos will retire? I don't know what his plans are. I'd go to Saudi if I was in for a while and earn some billions. Give it to Füllkrug. Why not, hey? Maybe we would have if he got that second goal. Yeah. Hard to believe Scotland have drawn the second half. That is a very strange stat, isn't it? Sane, edge of the box. Sane onto the left foot. Mittelstadt. Gross. Sane, good ball. Muller, lovely football. Germany. Can edge of the box, and they have got the 5th goal. It's going to be the last action of this game. Thomas Muller knocks it back. Emre Can, it's a really good finish, right-footed. Bends it into the corner. Normal service is resumed. The 4-goal cushion is back. Germany 5. Scotland 1. Lovely goal, that. We've had it quite a few times in this game where they've just moved the ball quickly and crowded the edge of the box and tried to play through. There's a lovely pass backwards, actually, in the middle of this. By Muller. It's a first-time reverse. Absolutely brilliant assist by Muller, isn't it? The vision to set up a goal from that position, falling down. First-time reverse ball with the right foot. Chan's got the quality to find the far corner. Gunn can't save it. Just gets a fingertip on it and it's into the side netting. Germany 5, Scotland 1. And that is indeed full time. Easy for the Germans. Let's get into tonight's match review. Great start for the Germans in Euro 2024. They absolutely hammer Scotland 5-1 in the opening. From the word go, the Germans were on top. Scotland's strange start tried to do some kind of weird pressing in the opening minutes. Wingbacks were forward, and the Germans played a few quick direct balls, turned Scotland around, and that set the tone for the entire game. Germany intense, front foot, and it just took them to school, didn't they? The goals went in, obviously, at really good times for the Germans, didn't they? It was, who scored the opener? It was Wirtz, wasn't it? On 10 minutes, Angus Gunn gets a hand to it, which probably save it. It's not quite in the corner. It was coming, though, wasn't it? Musiala got the second. Nice goal, that. Good composure from both Havertz and Musiala. Germany could have had a penalty that VAR kind of pushed back to a free kick on 25. And then everything was all done and tied up with a bow. Porteous trying to close down Gundogan with the ball ricocheting around the box. Little bit too much in his tackle, and he gets VAR'd, but looks a reasonable decision, doesn't he? He goes in over the ankle and presumably excessive force, endangering opponent. Penalty, red card for Porteous. Havertz sticks the penalty in. 3-0, 10 against 11 in the second half, and it's all over and done. Bit training gamey, a bit in the second half. Lots of subs happening, and it was one of those subs in terms of breaking the deadlock. Scotland had weathered a storm around sort of the hour mark where Musiala was completely taking them to school down. Poor old Ralston, the right wing back, was having trouble there. They didn't manage to score, but then Füllkrug comes in and actually leathers one in the top corner for 4-0. Füllkrug thought he'd got a second for 5-0, but he was rightly adjudged offside. Good day for the officials, by the way, to open the tournament. Couple of VAR calls, everything correct. No controversy, no surprises. The only surprise, Scotland scored, and I think it's one of those outliery weird stats. It does say Scotland had a shot in the end. 0.01 XG, and they managed to get a goal. Weird own goal by Antonio Rudiger. Turns sort of running back towards his goal and bullet headers it past his own keeper for 4-1. Look reasonable, that. 3-goal defeat in this game, but no, Magical assist by Thomas Muller, spinning around, reverse ball, first time, back behind him, Emre Can curls it in the far corner. And it's a hammering. It's 5-1 for Scotland. Let's talk about the Germans first. They were purring tonight. Great start for them. Home nation. Get the fans going. Get some goals. Get a big win. Get the confidence. Get the morale of the nation behind them. They have done all of those things. Musiala was a bit of a star. The two wingers both scoring the opening goals. Füllkrug off the bench. He scored as well. Havertz, who was playing number 9, he scored. Neuer's in there in goal. The old boys. Muller came on and got an assist. Kroos got 107 touches in central midfield or something. So really positive for the Germans. But obviously you've got the mix of, say, the 2014 World Cup winners, the really experienced older guys, and the young guys like Musiala and the Leverkusen guys who've kind of come to power this season. But the most important thing is when you're the home nation, get the nation behind you, and that's what Germany have done. For Scotland, awful, awful, awful. What we've said in this tournament is, can you win a game and keep your goal difference remotely reasonable? It's a no and a no so far with one game down. Look, Scotland could get 4 points in the next 2 games and qualify. They could. You never know against Hungary and Switzerland. But they've not done themselves any favours in terms of their confidence tonight. Obviously, if you can park it and say you're playing the host nation and they were at it, and move on and do what you do in the next 2 games. But the goal difference could kill them as well. Because even if you do finish on 3 points, if you've got a big minus goal difference, you're not going to stack up against some of the other third place teams who might also have 3 points. We think four points is going to guarantee it. So I think there's going to be a few teams on 3. Scotland are going to hope they're going to be at least there as one of those teams. But it's been an awful, awful start by the Scots, who just were in over their heads from the beginning, and men against boys, training session, attack against defence, use whatever cliche you like. But yeah, Scotland got battered tonight and just need to absolutely park this one and see what they can do in the next games. In terms of Group A, let me just have a look and see when they're in action next and how long Scotland have got. I think they play on Wednesday. So it's Germany, Hungary and Scotland, Switzerland on Wednesday. And Scotland have to get something from that game, obviously, or it could be a very early... I mean, look, you could still lose that and go to the last game, but if you lose that, you're on a minimum of -5 on the goal difference anyway, and it looks like it's all over at that point. So Scotland really needs something from Wednesday against Switzerland, and we'll see if they can do it. Let's flash up some comments here tonight. Not a good day for Gunn. No, struggling goal. And last time we did a watch along was the Championship playoff semi-final, which was problematic for Gunn as well. Germany will take some stopping, well-oiled machine. They looked great, didn't they? But just remember, it's the opening game, and Scotland weren't very good either. So I think there's a couple of caveats as well. Are Germany all that good, or are Scotland just that poor? I think we are definitely in a bit of both. We'll clip that one out and let me know your thoughts in the comments on the opening game of the Euros. Germany 5, Scotland 1. Jay, sorry, I hadn't seen that in the last 7 minutes. My bad. Another super chat. Thank you so much. Won some good money on that game. Here's another tip. Jay, you absolute legend. Another £5 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Guys, we are going to be back. It will be 5 o'clock tomorrow for Croatia and Italy. And then I'm out for 2 days at a wedding in Italy. So we'll try and get some review of the England game done. But there won't be any watch-alongs on on Sunday or Monday. We'll hopefully be back for the 8 p.m. game on Tuesday at least. So we'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching. It was Germany 5, Scotland 1, and a big ouch for the Scots to start off the tournament. We will see you all tomorrow for some more Euro 2024 action. Thanks for watching.